We have taken the position, if they bring an impeachment motion against the Deputy President, what is his name? GACHAGUA. Regeji, we will as Azimio oppose it.
Yes, it is now very clear that Kalonzo Musyoka is looking for new political allies after being used by Raila Amolo Odinga for a long time. One of the biggest hypocrites in the Kenyan political system is Raila Amolo Odinga, and one of the biggest victims for this, he has always been Kalonzo Musyoka, ever since they got into a coalition. Why am I saying that? For every time Raila Amolo Odinga has come out to join government, he has betrayed Kalonzo Musyoka. In 2022, they picked Martha Karua over Kalonzo Musyoka, who had stood with him. Okay, in the handshake, he went alone. He left the NASA principles. Okay, so it is clear that Kalonzo Musyoka is trying to angle for a new political formation. And this political formation is trying hard to quote Rigathi Gachagua so that Rigathi Gachagua can run in 2027 with him as his deputy. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the skills of Kalonzo Musyoka, the skills Kalonzo Musyoka is using to quote Rigathi Gachagua so that Rigathi Gachagua can run for president in 2027 with him as his deputy. Whether it will be possible or not, but most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of Kenya. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So we all know when Ruto appointed 4 ODM members in cabinet, he was trying to galvanize the opposition. And I think to a certain extent, he has achieved this at some point. Because now, Kalonzo Musyoka is coming out hard on Raila Amolo Odinga. Even other Azimio principals, Martha Karua announced that he's leaving the fold, PNU member is leaving. So it means that to a certain extent, Ruto is achieving this. So, since Kalonzo Musyoka is a skilled politician, he's trying to court Rigathi Gachagua to run for presidency so that he can be his deputy in 2027. In fact, that ticket can make Ruto run for his money. Okay? And I've come to show you if it will be possible or not. But before I talk about this, let me first give you a tape. As Kalonzo Musyoka was coming out to protect Rigathi Gachagua, to an extent that he said that in case an impeachment motion is brought against Gachagua, he will tell his Wiper members to protect Gachagua. Okay? So it shows that Kalonzo Musyoka is coming out to show friendship to Rigathi Gachagua. If I speak about this more, let me first give you the tape as Kalonzo Musyoka was saying this. Here is the tape.
For the avoidance of doubt, I remember I was attending a church service in Ruiru several weeks ago, and I met Honorable Gachagua for the first time. For the very first time. And then there were discussions that some people want to impeach him. I think that conversation is alive again. But as a summit of Azimio, including Raila Odinga himself, we have taken the position, if they bring an impeachment motion against the Deputy President, what is his name? Regeji, we will as Azimio oppose it. We don't want to be drawn into those unnecessary fights between a sinking administration. Tumekataa hiyo. We said we are not interested. So even today you see they are fighting over who is Secretary General, who is not Secretary General, those things. So let them fight their own battles within their coalition. They should not bring Azimio La Umoja into their catfights. I hope I made this very clear.
That is Kalonzo Musyoka. First of all, when you are a real politician, politicians sometimes convey messages directly, sometimes indirectly. He came out to say that he met Gachagua for the first time. Okay? He was able to say for the first time. It means that maybe they sat somewhere and spoke. And also came out to say that if an impeachment motion is brought against Gachagua, he refused. That means he's playing a card to show that he's free to work with Gachagua, because there are rumors that are circulating around Kenya that there is an impeachment motion that is being prepared against Gachagua. So what Kalonzo Musyoka is doing is trying to make a friend in Gachagua. He's trying to also massage the ego of Gachagua. And to me, I think that an impeachment motion won't be possible and it won't be successful. Because I know William Ruto as a smart man. Even amidst when Uhuru Kenyatta was not working with Ruto, he never brought an impeachment motion because he knows it will be a bad trajectory to go. In fact, I know Ruto as a smart man, he cannot impeach Gachagua because that will be a bad route or a bad side to ruin. Because we all know Mountain Kenya is the biggest vote block. And by impeaching Gachagua, you can touch on the emotions of these people, and they can turn against you. You will be sacrificing one of the biggest parliamentary PG that is from the Mountain Kenya. So I don't think it will be possible. Okay, I don't think it will be possible. In fact, if William Ruto wants to win the next election without being interrupted, without having the biggest contest, he must retain Gachagua. He must not drop his winning formula, not even pick a running mate. The good thing will remain president. He must retain Gachagua. Because if you try to sabotage your winning formula, you never know what can happen in future. If you drop Gachagua, how sure are you that he won't stand against you? You remember, Ruto won the election by 200,000 votes. Dropping Gachagua, even if he takes 1.5 million votes or 2 million votes from you, it can have a bad impact on your presidency. So I don't think that Ruto, even if he doesn't want Gachagua, that he will go that way of impeaching him. Those are stories. I think that story is being peddled around so that they can put Gachagua to order. Because I know one of the biggest reasons, the biggest problem Gachagua has is a first-time vice president. Has never been a minister, has never been a diplomat. So sometimes he doesn't know how to do protocol, and sometimes speaks out of emotions. Okay, and the biggest asset Gachagua has is that his boss has ever been in the same position, so he knows how the deputy thinks. That's why this thing is not sinking. So for me, I think Kalonzo Musyoka is coming out to present himself, but also to push Gachagua come out of government so that he can run in 2027. By the way, how is speaking, but I don't think it will be possible. But in politics, anything can happen. It can happen. Let me assume that Gachagua is impeached, which, by the way, has 0.0 chances. Even if the impeachment motion is brought on the floor of parliament, it cannot succeed. But let me assume that it happens. The ticket for Gachagua and Kalonzo, it can be one of the biggest ticket that can threaten Ruto's presidency. Trust me. Because the Luo Nyanza will be having Raila. I'm sure Raila will be on the ballot for as long as he's alive. The Western will be divided between maybe Ruto and Raila. Then the Kikuyus and the Kambas will vote for Gachagua. So that is a ticket to look for. And I don't think that Ruto can give it a chance. Of course, that's my opinion. Drop me your comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.